What is up, guys? Eric Johny back here with another video. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Johny Muenster. If you guys have not seen him on TikTok, Instagram, if you want to laugh, please go check out his page. We're going to be doing a full back workout because outside of filming insane videos, we actually do train. I actually have just picked the show that I'm going to compete in this year. I'm going to be doing USA's Vegas in 16 weeks, which is just absolutely absurd to think about. That 16 weeks. I actually just got goosebumps right now thinking about it. I'm not even kidding. I actually have goosebumps. Crazy. People don't think about it. They just think, oh, you're up there like posing on stage for a bunch of dudes, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is for like us bodybuilders, like the culmination of everything you've worked for, like from like the time you started lifting. So we're gonna be hitting back. It's one of my main focuses that I was working on this off season. Johnny's got a great back, so I'm gonna show him probably some different variants, things he's not used to, and I'll walk you guys through kind of like the methodology, what we're targeting, the obviously rep schemes.
I'm Johny Muenster, aka Johny Cock. I come from Germany. I'm 23 years old and I do bodybuilding also like for 8 years, and we train legs together like 2 days ago. My legs are still broken, they're ripped apart. I can't walk actually. And so I'm very excited to get used to your training method, also how you train back, how you train everything. I see also you do your workout videos like on IG, to do it in real life, also like that you correct me in some ways, will be good. That's fine.
Alright, so first exercise, I like to use something that incorporates a huge range of motion. So I like to open up the back on my first exercise. So I do like a kneeling movement off of the lat pull down. So what we're gonna do is actually set ourselves back. We're gonna go down on the pad. We're gonna use this rope attachment, a longer rope, and then we're gonna stretch at the top. We're gonna dig in, squeeze those lower lats, keeping the palms facing towards us, slow on the up, big stretch towards the top. And so the reason that I'm doing it kneeling is because I can get so much more range of motion. I can move more ergonomically. The second thing is it disallows me from using too much momentum on the pull, because if I pull and I use a lot of like swing, I'm gonna basically pull myself forward. So it's disallowing me from using a tremendous amount of momentum. See how I dig those elbows nice and deep, slow on the up, reaching for it. Another big thing is people will pull, now let's let go. You're doing yourself a disservice by not squeezing that peak contraction and then coming up and releasing the weight through the lats. So I'm digging, pulling the shoulders back, retracting the scaps. Very good, my son.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the flavor and left. She know what she need, or she blessed, giving my best. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that? 21, I love him, they're my brother, that's my stat.
Thank you, my son. Terrific. Come. I feel very good. Can you turn around, my son? I feel like here.
Yes, my son. Oh, yes.
Yes, my son.
Yes.
That's a good pump.
Yes. Yes, my son.
Even after the first exercise, I came every set, and now I came 3 times.
Poorly designed machine! Poorly designed! That really is a bad design though, right? So if you have this in the bottom position, you can't put it in there.
That's good, you have to use the weight. I can tell why you got such good legs, because on one exercise you have to push like with one leg forward, and now you push like with both legs. These legs are like gigantic. It's training also legs in between.
So here really focusing on big stretch here, and you need to be low in this stance because it'll pull you forward like this. So we want to be nice and low, and then as we pull, we're pulling palms up. We're really trying to hit lower lats on this. So really opening up the back, big stretch, squeeze.
I'm not sure if I'm pumped or dumped, yeah. Like my back is like completely full. You know, when you can't flex anymore your chest or something, your legs, because it's so full, it's almost like cramping. That's what I got right now. Can't squeeze anymore. I can squeeze something else up, but not my back. So I'm aiming for like each set of 4 double loads, so 4 or 5 exercises. We got like more than 20 loads. Yeah.
20 loads! I don't know if I have that many to give.
Harder, but at the end it's harder to, you know, to get the feeling of the pump and coming, because yeah, you get more condition, like you got more vascularity around your.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just pushing around. Good burn, good pump, good come.
Come see what I live. my boss hit a nail.
So we're gonna do supinated grip. It's gonna hit mid back. You know what they say, grow to grow. So we're still gonna be getting really good control here. Big stretch, then really trying to milk that squeeze, slow on the negative, driving those elbows back as far as possible. The reason I like supinated as opposed to pronated, it's gonna really help me develop that lower lat insertion as opposed to pronated. Here, we're gonna roll a little higher, and that's gonna get like more mid upper back, traps, teres. So what I'm trying to do is really hit lower lat, lower back development so I can get that Christmas tree. Yep, right through there. So that's gonna really look good on stage. Setting up for your back double. It'll look great in your back double. It'll look great when you kind of like pinch that back, getting set up for those back shots, and just good for all overall density. So I'm gonna shut up and fucking start rowing. So as you saw, I try to keep that chest open even on the stretch when I lean forward. I try to keep the chest open. So I think a lot of people think that for rows, you wanna be here. No, you wanna move ergonomically. Think about when you row a boat, right? Do you row a boat like this? No. They row a boat like this. And the reason for that is because you want to open up the back to work. It's the same thing you set up for a back shot. You don't set up for a back shot here, set up for a back shot here. Because of that fact, you want to get that full range of motion, get that motor recruitment all the way through from your lower back, mid back insertion, all the way through your lats. Our next exercise, we're going to do an ISO incline bench pullover. So as you can see, set up the incline bench facing away from the cable at about 30% incline. So the reason that we use the incline bench is it completely isolates the movement. It almost emulates a dumbbell pullover. The vector force is coming from straight above. You have to really dig through those lats. You can't use any momentum, puts you on a fucking island. It's nice. Slight elbow bend. You don't want to over bend and turn it into a row. You don't want to completely straighten it and turn it into a tricep push down.
My son, what we're doing now?
So now we get more pump. So next one we're gonna do is almost like a modified dumbbell bent over, but we're gonna use a cable. The reason I like this is because it's first of all constant tension. With a cable, the weight's always gonna be there. It's because it's not being dictated by gravity, it's coming through that vector force is coming to that perfect angle to hit the lower lat. Second reason is because you can allow yourself to brace a lot more and have more control than if the weight's coming straight from the floor, it's a lot more pressure on the lower back. Whereas this, it's coming from an angle so you can plant and you get a lot more targeted peak contraction at the top without putting your back in a lower, in a predicament because of the fact that we can go heavy, squeeze that shit and then slow out because it's coming from there instead of straight to the floor where you're gonna obviously get more pressure on the lower back. So I'll show you how it looks. So I'm here, one leg is up, one leg is wide, plant that plant hand here. And you can even go palm up to get really that lower lat.
In real life, he looks like a gorilla. No, I'm not kidding. He looks like a huge, massive gorilla.
Calling me a fucking meathead, bro?
No.
Meathead gorilla?
No, I mean,
See, I get that big stretch, I lean into it. I feel it all the way through, like, literally through my lower back, through my, almost my glute.
it's really crazy because I've never felt like a stretch like this before. You usually don't do like this. But why should you not do like this? So it's a very good exercise. You should try it at home. But please be aware of your performance or like how you do it. Just compare yourself, record yourself while you're working out. Just have like the perfect example here to compare yourself.
So also what I want to show you guys next set is I'll show you how much I hold on to the rep through my lat on the eccentric, that negative portion, and how much I open it on the stretch. So watch this. You see out here, I'm underneath it. When I come to contract, squeeze, and then I let it out through the lat. I'm not just like going out slow and holding out a lot bicep. I'm conscientiously holding out through my lat. So this one I want to show you guys. See how when he opens up, how much that lat opens, and when he digs it and lets it out in the negative, so much contraction there. Your lats are such a big muscle group that when you open them up like that, you're gonna get what's called stretch mediated hypertrophy. So by placing the muscle under load in that stretch position, you're actually gonna induce hypertrophy just as much as on that peak contraction. So that's why you're doing yourself a disservice by shortening up your range of motion. Two things are gonna happen. One, you're limiting the amount of hypertrophy that can happen, the amount of muscle recruitment. Number two is you're training short. Your muscles, those sarcomeres are gonna shorten because that's how you're trained. It's like acclimation. So if you train long, your body stays long and healthy, you're gonna hit your poses better, you're gonna feel better, your joints are gonna thank you. So definitely multiple reasons to train like this as opposed to super short and super heavy.
A lot of bodybuilders, who train short, can't pose. They can't pose. Let's say, example, Arnold. You stretch everywhere, in every muscle.
The flies are like his fucking dumbbells when we almost be on the floor. Yeah, that's because, and then he could hit all these crazy open shots with those super aesthetic. His chest was huge, one of the biggest chests of all time. Biggest chest of all time, but he had so much mobility because he had the weight. If you go back and watch Arnold's training videos, he never did flies like this. He did flies where he was literally like stretching his dumbbells back to the floor. And he always talk about that, the long range of motion. So you gotta like trust the OGs, the people that have been doing it forever and ever, and were some of the best of all time. They all train like that, and there's a reason for it. So what we're doing here, big stretch, hitting like all the way through those lower lat, lower back, pulling the chest open, and tucking that V grip in nice and low. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze. There it is. Here or there? A little lower. A little higher than that. So you're going two extremes. One was too high, one was too low. Right in the middle. There it is, right there. That's fucking perfect.
I think full stack is too much because my legs are really F up. I really like fucked up.
He's not paying attention though. You can do the full stack.
Oh my god, what exercise? What's that working for you?
Some lats, some booty action.
Oh wow, like you look really good doing it. I just want to say, I've seen you around. I just want to introduce myself. My name's Eric, by the way.
Johnny.
That's really how it happens. Oh, it's so easy, bro. Oh.
Yeah, big back.
All right, boys and girls, probably minimal girls watching this video, but for all my queens out there watching this video, it's a great back workout. As you saw, a lot of different movements, variations, hit different parts of the back, mid back, lower back, lats, upper lats, teres. So, booty, obviously.
At the end.
At the end. So, if you guys are watching this, take note of not only the exercise selection, but more importantly, the modality, how much stretch we got, the peak contraction, time under tension. That's gonna supersede the exercise selection. So, hope you guys like this. Johnny, what do you think?
It's done, it's full. I can't flex anymore, it's just like almost cramping. So I just ate a banana in between to get the magnesium and also the calcium and also like the energy back.
Huh? How big was it?
Average.
It's fucking boring. If you guys are not following the man, the myth, the legend, Johnny Muenster, go and follow his YouTube, his Instagram, and he's huge on TikTok. He's the funniest dude online right now in the fitness space. So go and follow him. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna be putting out more workout content. I also picked a show, as I said in the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna do more of contest prep, what I'm eating, how I'm training, how I'm recovering, all that stuff, how much cardio I'm doing.
Be aware of crazy content.
Crazy content on the way. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it. Ah!